Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Barton Power Sports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. This is the second Saturday of the month, May the 14th, the last weekend of turkey season here in Tennessee. And Ron is crying over there because he knows all them turkey hunters will be back on the water next week.
Yes, that's correct.
Ron Wong in with us.
Good morning, everybody. And it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
You're not here
Saturday
very often.
morning.
Yeah.
No, and I have to tell you, we have.
That time change your oil on your car, isn't it? I mean,
You know what?
So
I had
miles.
to do that the other day.
Okay.
And
you're a world
the
traveler.
The guy at the Chevrolet dealership goes,
oh, that's $25 he just threw in Chevrolet. Every time he mentions a sponsor, he gets $25. Okay.
He says, well, we'll see you next month. I mean, who gets their oil changed once a month?
Well, I drive a little motorcycle. I'm on a bike. You're out there in that big car. Hey, we got on a young man right now with us. It's what a story. I mean, because Ron was there. He had a chance to see this young man win his first tournament. But not only
Major
tournament. And 6 months ago, I'm not sure what his dreams were, but things have changed now, and his bank account has gotten bigger. And we might even ask him that. But no, Buddy Gross is with us this morning on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Buddy is the recent winner of the Walmart FLW Tour Tournament on Pickwick Lake out of Florence, Alabama. Ron was there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Buddy, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Good to see you.
All right.
Congratulations again to you for a great win on Pickwick Lake at the FLW Tour Tournament, buddy. Have
you come down to earth yet, buddy?
No, sir. I'm still floating up on cloud nine. I should be down sometime soon, though.
everybody in Ringo, Georgia is now your friend, right? So
yes, sir. Chattanooga and Ringo, my phone has not stopped ringing, but it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing.
Well, Ringo, Georgia is one of my favorite places. One of my best friends who was the outdoor editor of the Chattanooga Times, Dan Cook, passed away a couple of years ago, and he's from Ringo, Georgia, and that's all he ever talked about was Ringo, Georgia. So now Buddy Gross out of Ringo, Georgia, winning this tournament. And, Buddy, I know Ron was there. I saw you 2-day total, and then I saw you a 3rd-day total, and then it must have been – was your heart beating like crazy when you're going back to the ramp for the weigh-in?
On the 4th day?
Yeah, on the 4th day.
Huh?
The final day. What was going through your mind as you went back?
I thought I was going back for a second place finish. I had no idea that I had enough to win. I thought I had left the door wide open for Michael Neal to come through and take it away from me is what I thought had happened.
And, Buddy, Michael Neal is your traveling partner on the FLW Tour. And although, you're traveling partners, you still want to beat them, though, right?
Yeah. We have a friendly competition at the same time. It's competition. I mean, it's and we give each other a hard time. We've been fortunate. Michael's had some good finishes, but I started off really rocky. So, he's kind of just kept me in the game to keep my head in it. I mean, he always knew that I could compete, and I was beginning to wonder with my starts. And then I just kind of got a little bit of confidence at Beaver, and lucky enough to bring it to me to Pickwick.
Hey, Buddy, you had a somewhat unusual pattern that you fished on Pickwick Lake that really nobody ever thought about, and it's because of your experience on Lake Gunnersville and in fishing eelgrass. Tell all of our listeners your pattern on Pickwick Lake to win this tournament.
I got out on a little ledge that was real close to the river that had a long, long flat off the end of this island, and it had a creek on the backside and a couple of ditches that fed this big flat. So all those fish that was coming out from spawning headed towards their summer places they're going to hang out, they were using this eelgrass to stage up on. That before they went out deep, they were sitting on this stuff just to feed back up because there's a shad spawn going on. And most of the shad spawn was going on at a high surface. I mean, some of these shad were spawning out over the river, and never seen that before.
Me neither.
But these things were, anything that was floating, they'd be under. But what happened on this particular place, those clumps of eelgrass are a harder grass, and those things have been there spawning on that eelgrass in about 8 foot of water. So the fish were just sitting there feeding up heavy in the mornings, and my bites would be very, very early off of this spot. I mean, it would be the first hour and it would be done. So
right.
most days I was. Go ahead.
A lot of people don't know, but shads essentially spawn at nighttime, and they go in through until an hour after daylight, and that's it. And they quit spawning and kind of leave and come back at night again. That's why the bite's like it is, isn't it?
Right. They get up there where they're really, vulnerable to be attacked. I mean, when the days, when the days like daylight comes, they get watered back up in packs and they don't get fed on as much. So it's a prime opportunity first thing in the morning to take advantage of that.
And what did you use to win this tournament with? What lures did you use, buddy?
I used a Hog Farmer hair jig and a 1 ounce for most of the fish I weighed in, and then I would mix in a Fringe tackle swim bait and a Tennessee River trimmer head.
Trimmer head. Yeah, I love those names.
Larry loves names of lures.
I love lure names. That was what my second
a
life.
Hog Farmer jig.
I love that. That sounds like great. I love hogs and things like that. But, hey, we're talking to Buddy Gross here of Ringgold, Georgia, the winner of the recent Walmart FLW Tour Tournament on Pickwick Lake out of Florence, Alabama. And Buddy, I got to ask you, 2 fish weighing 4 pounds, 14 ounces on the final day. I can see why you were a little nervous going back.
Oh, it was crazy. On the third day, I had rode up on a no spot that I had found, and I made 4 casts, and I caught 3 fish in 4 casts, and they were all over 4.5 pounds. So
right.
Yeah.
I let them bite, and I stood up on the third one that I caught. I said I'd put 2 in the box, cold once. I caught about a 4-pound smallmouth, which was, man, those smallmouths are pretty, and they fight good. I love smallmouth.
Yes,
right.
Yeah, Ron does too.
I made one more cast. So I'm done. I'm not gonna make another cast. And I said, well, let me just make one more, just make sure there's some more there. And sure enough, I caught another one about the same size. So I just didn't want to sit there and beat them up, and them be the same size.
Yeah.
We had some water moving. The current was positioning those fish, and then on the last day, I had no current, and they weren't there. And I looked and looked and looked and looked, and I just didn't find anything on the ledge. So I had to jump back up in the high drill to catch the 2 that I caught. I was fortunate to catch them.
Fortunate to
buddy,
catch 2.
Yeah. Buddy, you know what? To find eelgrass is not real easy.
Yeah.
And you've got to have some really good electronics to do that, don't you? I mean,
you do.
And I know that you had a little bit of technical help from our friend Cheryl Spencer there out of Lawrence to set your unit up where you could see that stuff.
Yeah, she's phenomenal. She's very much my new best friend for sure. But we got those things set up, and you can see that stuff out there 80 feet away from a boat. I mean, it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. It's pretty phenomenal. And tell all of our listeners, buddy, that when you're looking at your graph, eelgrass looks different than hydrilla or coontail moss or any of that, doesn't it?
It does. It's going to be more of a defined shape until it matures. A lot of that coontail there is still kind of young because it's not forming together. So right now it's all in clumps. And when I say clumps, they're the size of a car hood or the size of a small pickup truck. I mean,
that's a big crump right there. What kind of car you got? Now, it'd be big if it was Ron's car. It'd be small with mine. But, buddy, I got to ask you, Ron was talking about your support from your family. I know your wife and your daughter.
Leanne and Miles, they were there.
Tell how much that means to you to have your family there.
Oh, it is incredible. I mean, we pretty much put all our eggs in this basket this year. We decided this is what we wanted to pursue, and we give up everything. And I say everything. I'm literally telling you, we give up everything for a 1-year shot to see if I could do this. And good Lord has blessed us, and my family is. I mean, it was the most touching moment of my life, probably, other than when my daughter was born. I mean,
I know it was. But by the way, buddy, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I want to just wish Miles a happy birthday earlier this week. I think Wednesday was her birthday, right?
Well, that's Bella was at the show. My stepson didn't get to come down. That's Miles, and his birthday is today.
Okay, Miles, your stepson.
Happy birthday, Miles.
Okay, and then your daughter, what's her name?
Bella.
And how old is she?
She's 7.
Okay,
I got a 7 and an 11.
Okay, well, tell me a little bit before we let you go, your background and how you got into this, because I know, was this a dream of yours, buddy? You probably were a working guy like most people are.
Yeah, I wound up in a family business, and some, my family members, a couple of them, their health was deteriorating. They wanted to enjoy life, so they sold their business out and kind of left me in limbo to figure out what I was going to do for the rest of my life. And I had always locally tournament fished and done very well, and all my friends were leaving Chattanooga area, Dayton and everybody, like, Andy and Wesley and Michael, and everybody was going out and pursuing their career in fishing. And I just decided to give it a try. I've always wanted to, and it was just a fine time, so I tried it.
How old are you?
I'm 43 years old. I'm an old rookie.
You are going for it, buddy. I know that. That's the year I was born, 1943. So I can relate to you and everything like that. Hey, buddy, thanks. And again, congratulations from us at Outdoors with Larry Ray in Memphis, Tennessee. A lot of folks are going to be looking up to you now, buddy. So,
I really appreciate you guys having me, and I look forward to talking to you again soon, I hope.
I'll see you down the road for sure, buddy.
Ron will see you, and I got your cell phone number, okay? We'll track you down. Yeah. All right, buddy?
Yes.
Have a great one, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We're going to talk a little turkey. Ron can take a break, too, now on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Gobble,
ESPN
gobble,
790.
gobble.
You can find